am I here? What impeccable force pulled me into making this YouTube channel? What cosmic being made me such a trash content creator? But hello guys, now that I'm done regretting everything I've done in life, let us get into the video. This is what if Deku had, I would say, sorry, I don't know why I said had. This is what if Deku was a Meister. Now, for part 2 of this what if, you guys are going to need to hit 100 likes, and for part 2 of my what if Deku was a weapon what if, you're going to have to hit 120 likes on this video for, the what if Deku was a weapon, and 100 likes on this video for a part 2 to this what if. I'm going to be putting like goals on videos, and they're going to be big since I already have, I'm already almost at 2,000. I'm pretty sure I'm 50 subs away, but let's go. Now, I will be changing my name to the Simp King after you guys hit 2,000. So, yeah. Now, the ship in this one is pretty going to be, pretty self-explanatory. I'll just get into it later. But let's just continue. Now, we start our story off with the young Midoriya sitting in the quirk doctor's, as the doctor is telling him that he does not have a quirk, sadly, but they would look at him as he starts to get sad, and they would tell him that he has a lot of wavelength, or spiritual energy. Now, Deku's like, huh? What good is that if no one would want to be a weapon of someone like me? Now, basically, quirks aren't rare in this one. They're quite common, so, yeah. Actually, no, I'm just going to say they're rare because if people had, it would just be hectic for me. Now, basically, quirks are rare in this one, so, yeah. Now, she's like, your parents are one of the higher ranking Meister and weapon in the country. They can get you a weapon, I'm sure of it. As Inko's like, we could easily get him a weapon. As Sashi's like, yeah. Now, they would leave as Deku, he's just walking, feeling down. He can't become a hero like All Might, but there is a chance that he would be a Meister, but he doesn't even know if he'll be a good Meister. So he would pass his childhood friend Bakugo, who is in fact female in this one, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. Deku X Bakugo, let's go. Now, for the what if, I'm going to call Bakugo Mitsuki, or Sorry, I'm just regretting my life, but I'm going to call Bakugo basically Katsuki. I don't really know who made the name. I'm pretty sure I heard it from some what if YouTuber, but I forgot who made it. So, Katsuki. Now, just know that that means Bakugo. Now, basically, she tells Deku that she, basically, that she's a weapon, and she would transform her arm into a scythe. Now, Deku's like, that's amazing, Bakugo. And she's like, yeah, I already know that I'm amazing. And she would retransform her arm, and then she starts to let off explosions. Now she's like, I'm super amazing. As Deku's like, that's cool. And she's like, yeah, don't have to, you don't have to praise me. And she'd be like, let's play after school. Now Deku's like, he's probably gonna laugh at me when she finds out that I'm quirkless, but who cares? And he's basically feeling jealous because, first of all, she's a weapon. Plus, she is a quirk user. So, yeah. Now, Mitsuki, she's definitely selling the shit out of Bakugo. Not Bakugo, Katsuki. So, yeah. Now, actually, no. I wouldn't do that to, Mitsuki, or Mizu. I forgot her name. I'm not going to do that to Bakugo's mom. She's a cool character, and I'm not going to make her that evil. I would do it to Inko, but not Bakugo's mom. Hottest MILF. But I didn't say anything, but yeah. Now, basically, yeah, Bakugo, I was going to go for her being sold, but nah. That would just, cause problems. Which, in this one, what I mean by sold is, given up to adoption, or basically given up to richer families for money. Which is the sad fate of multiple children who are weapons, sadly. Which Bakugo's mom isn't going to do that, because she's, an OG. Now, basically, Deku would arrive home, he would go upstairs, play with his All Might toys a little, he'd watch some videos of his mom and dad killing or destroying Kishin, and he'd be like, they're so cool. Which Inko was like, yeah, I know, and she starts to tap Deku on the head. Now he's like, do you think I'll be as good as you one day, Mom? And basically she's like, I don't know if you'll be as good as me, but you'll have a chance. Now, something bad happens. Inko ends up dying in a fight with Kishin, which this Kishin is a pretty powerful Kishin, which this Kishin is all for one. Yes. So, yeah. I would say that this happened like 5 months after Deku asked this question. So, that hit hard. So, basically, Bako, who just started to treat Deku differently, talking about how useless he is and how he can't even, do anything in this world. And then, she would cool down, basically toning it down like to 0, because, little Deku depressed. The father is pretty, depressed as well, but yeah. Nabako would return to being the Katsumi or Katsuki, I don't really know. Katsuki would return to being the good friend that she was before she started acting like an asshole. But, yeah. Now, basically Deku, he would, start breaking down and talking to Baku about how his mama died and all that. So she's like, and he's like, how am I going to keep up her legacy? How am I ever going to be as good as her if no one would be my weapon? And Katsuki just puts her hand on his shoulder. She's like, I'll be your weapon. Now, this is happening when they're 7 years old. I'll say, yeah. No, they're still 5. So, yeah, this is 5. So, Deku's like 5 to 6 now. So, yeah. Fuck, that hurt. Oh, God. So, she's like, I'll be your weapon. And Deku's like, you will? You waste your time on someone like me? And she's like, yeah, we're friends, basically. So, yeah, that is the story on how Bako the Scythe became Deku's weapon. So it is getting hot up in here, and I don't know why someone would have the fucking heater on, but who cares? So, yeah, we would have another time skip, as basically Deku is swinging Bako, or basically Scythe around. I'm just gonna keep calling her Bako, so I don't really care. But I can't really change that. So, yeah. So basically, Deku's swinging Bako around rapidly as he's basically practicing. Now she's like, that's enough practice. Did I say that they were 10 years old already? But yeah, they're basically 10 years old. Now, basically, after, tossing her a Bako up in the air, she de-transforms. She'd be like, alright. And she'd basically tell Deku to grab her back, or to put his hands on her back, so she can use him as a battery to practice her quirk, or her explosion quirk, which quirks in this one are pretty much powered by spiritual I was gonna say pressure, like a fucking idiot, but basically, quirks are powered by wavelength, or spiritual energy, as I like to call it. Now, basically, Bako will be launching multiple explosions in the air, and these are big. So, Deku, he can keep his, footing, because he's having to basically stay standing after being hit with multiple shockwaves from the explosions that Bako releases. So, yeah. Now, Bako was like, wow, Deku, you're improving very fast. As Deku would say, oh yeah, my father said I was a prodigy, or I've always been a prodigy. And she's like, yeah, you are top of the class. So Deku's like, huh. Now, Deku, the only technique that he learns, or he knows at the moment, is a rare skill that he has, known as Super Soul Perception. So, yeah. So he's like, I have this, he would tell Bako about the rare skill he has. And she's like, there was no way that I would let... She was like, yeah, I guess I made a good choice, because there would be no way I would let some random loser or to wield me or something. So, yeah, they would give up, a random fist bump, as they would continue on. Now, basically, they would, go home, as basically the day would go by. Oh, they would meet up in the same spot to train, as basically they get attacked by Kishin. Going for the same story I did with my weapon what if, so go check it out. It's basically different. They're just witches are targeting Deku because it's solar power. Sorry, it's just so hot up in here. I can barely think, but people are targeting Deku because of his super soul perception, which is a rare skill, like I said, and it's something that you're born with, not something that you learn. I mean, I guess you have to learn how to use soul perception to use super soul perception, but yeah. Now, basically, Baka would just start to blast the Kishin as she's letting off huge explosions. As she's like, I'm running out of juice, Deku. As Deku would put his hands on her back, and she would launch explosions. Now, basically, after defeating, well, I would say the 3 Kishins, because the witches weren't expecting Bako to be... they weren't expecting Bako to have a quirk, so, yeah. Bako would walk over, she would pick up a Kishin egg, and she would put it in her mouth, beginning to basically lick on it before eating it. Deku's like, aren't you, like, how, And she's like, yeah, weapons are supposed to eat these things. They don't taste, like, she's like, they basically don't taste very, actually, Soul seems to like them. So I'm pretty sure that this souls to demon weapons taste like fucking pizza or something. But yeah, she's like, these things taste incredible. And she eats the 3 Kishin eggs. So, yeah. Now, basically after, eating the Kishin eggs, they would run home as they would tell, basically, Hasashi about the attack. Now, as soon as Deku walks in, he would immediately see the heels on the floor as he would just walk in. Now he would just see his father sitting with 2 women in the, living room as he's like, never mind, Kajan, let's just go. As she's like, if Kishins are after you, then we have to tell your father. But she's like, nah, we'll just tell the police. And she's like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I don't want this deadbeat around me. As Deku would say deadbeat, Sashi would, his dad's senses would tingle. He'd rush over towards the door, he's like, Izuku. And Deku's like, don't touch me, you man whore. As basically Hasashi's like, I'm sorry, Izuku. I knew you said that I should stop doing this, but it just feels so right. And is it truly wrong if it feels good? As it's basically Deku just pushes him away. And he's like, you disgust me. As he gives him basically a death glare, or basically a dead stare. I don't really know what it's called, but he basically just gives him a death glare. So Hasashi's like, oh, so scary. You remind me of your mother. Deku's like, shut up. He'd walk out, grabbing Bako, and leaving the house. Now, Hasashi's like, alright, ladies, let's get back to partying. As they're like, oh, come here, basically. So, yeah, Hasashi's partying pretty hard. But, yeah, I have to pause this real quick. So, yeah, I'm back. So, basically, after, I don't really remember where I left off, basically Deku and Bako would run off to the police, tell them what happened. The police would call Meisters. The Meisters would basically surveillance or basically just, watch over Deku's neighborhood. Deku would go home, walking Bako to her house. And yeah, that's how the day concluded. Now, basically, after this incident, basically they would kill the Meisters that were sent to the area, would kill multiple or destroy multiple Kishins. And yeah, now basically they would finally pinpoint the witch that is trying to kill Deku, and they would kill her with the witch being closer than they thought, basically directly in Deku's neighborhood. That wouldn't actually make sense, because Deku can send souls. Yeah, Deku can send souls, that would work. I would say that she's basically outside of Deku's range. Just a little bit outside of Deku's range, which is basically outside of his neighborhood, so, yeah. Now, after just basically destroying the switch, or killing the switch, basically the Meister who killed her, basically would eat her soul, and yeah. Now, that's that. I mean, there's nothing really special. Now we will skip to basically Deku's 15th birthday, where now things are gonna get, rated M for mature, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Now, over that 5-year gap, there isn't any really special relationship between Bakugo or Deku at the moment, but, things, hold on, guys. You know what? Nah, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, just ignore that. Yeah. this what if is gonna be, monetized for the sake of kids. But anyway, back to the what if. Now, basically Bakugo and Deku, they're walking to to school. I don't really know, but I'm really confused at the moment. Sorry, I'm disoriented. Basically, Bakugo and Deku are walking to school. After, getting there, basically the teacher announced that students, or basically a Meister here, is going to be going to, well, not an official Meister, but you get what I'm talking about. Basically, he wants to go to UA. Bakugo stands up, Deku along with her. Basically, the two of them, boasting about how their power or how strong they are. Basically, a bunch of people in the class are like, going to go? As Deku's like, I'll take all of you on without Bakugo. And he'd be like, I wouldn't even have to lift a finger. And they're like, is that so? Yeah. Now, after that, Bakugo would just scare them all with some explosions, and they would sit down like the good insects that they are. So after school, the two of them would be basically walking home, laughing about how they just intimidated and just destroyed the pride of everyone in that classroom, including the teacher, because Bakugo and Deku had some words for the teacher, talking about how he gets paid he gets paid every 2 weeks, and about how he, wasted his life becoming a teacher. And after that, the teacher had to reevaluate his life, and he also had a midlife crisis. So, yeah. Now, Deku's personality is similar to Bakugo's. Now, basically, they would be attacked by a Kishin, which Bakugo would easily obliterate with Deku not having to do anything. So he's like, she picks up the Kishin egg, saying, it's been a while since I had one of these. And she puts it in her mouth. Now, Deku's like, okay. As he looks over, and he's like, what that mouth do, though? But I'm just kidding. But, yeah. But, we're just going to skip that part. But afterwards, basically, All Might, who was chasing that Kishin, he appears. He's like, oh, you already defeated it? So you ate the Kishin egg already? Well, that sucks. And he's like, alright, kids, you can run along, basically. And he jumps off. There wouldn't really be a sledge villain attack, since the sledge villain never existed. It was just a Kishin that All Might was tracking. But, yeah. Now, we're gonna, get into the 10-month time skip, which it isn't really that difficult. It's basically Deku increasing the range of his soul perception, and basically, increasing or basically creating a fighting style with the scythe. So, yeah. Now, we're gonna end it off here. This video won't be as long. I mean, my part 2 might be an hour long. The reason why I'm not making this one long is because I'm way too disoriented to actually, make a what if. I'm too hot right now, and I'm very tired. So, I'm just gonna have to end it off here, and I'm gonna give out a little shout out to 2 what if YouTubers, and I'm gonna end the video off here. So, actually, no, I might, no, I'm gonna end it off here. I was gonna continue it a little bit longer, but like I said, the reasons, now, I'm gonna pause it and basically get to the shout out. Alright, okay, I didn't, well, whatever, guys. Basically, I don't know what the hell that is, but basically, he started his first 2 what ifs. I don't really know how many subscribers he's got, but shit, no, copyright. Okay. Basically, if we go to his channel, he has 20 subscribers already. I mean, pretty interesting. Yeah, pretty interesting, but yeah, he already has 20 subscribers. Or he, I don't really care what the hell they are or what they identify. This person can literally identify as a freaking rat, and I wouldn't care. This isn't an insult, yeah. Now, basically, you can come over to watch his videos. It seems like he just started to make, what ifs. So, that's y'all. Y'all can do whatever you want. You decide. Can't really force you to do anything you don't want. So, let's, get to different YouTubers. Now, who shall I shout out for today? Crieto. Oh, that's how you pronounce his name, Crieto. So, just, you guys can go check out Amaterasu Temple. What if Ollie? I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Dead Man Bones, he's a pretty, rated M for mature YouTuber. That Baku booty, though. I'm just kidding, bro. Chill out, chill out. But, yeah. I don't know. Who the hell is Anime Kingdom? Oh, yeah, Anime Kingdom. That guy that... Okay, whatever. But, yeah. GGKB, what ifs. And, yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't really have anyone else to shout out at the moment, but thank you for watching. What if Logic here. And, yeah. The next video, if you guys can get this video to 140 or 150 likes by the time I see it again, you guys will get an hour-long video, or an hour-long part 2. Basically, you'll get 2 part 2s for What If Deku Was a Weapon and What If Deku Was a Meister, but yeah, you guys get the drift. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.